Let's talk about Daredevil Born Again, Season 1, Episode 4. Now, in this episode, we see Matt Murdock in the beginning dealing with the aftermath of what happened with White Tiger. I mean, White Tiger was killed at the end of the last episode, and we see Matt Murdock, I think, at the coroner's office, and we see some of White Tiger's things being collected. And as Murdock's talking to the coroner about how White Tiger died, his niece actually shows up, all sad and angry and all about what happened to her uncle. And the fact that she shows up makes me curious that whether or not that maybe she might be the next White Tiger. Now, she's a little young, she's a kid, but still, might be possible. So maybe we are saying her because she's the next White Tiger, because we don't really see her after this in the entire episode. But anyway, that's how it begins. And then we go on to Mayor Fisk, a kingpin. Now, he apparently wants to fix the city, which he's been going on about for the entire show. I think he wants to do some remodeling and reconstruction in some area. And he talks to his people about some plans he has, and he shows them some small scale model, and they talk about how difficult it's gonna be, and he can't just do it that easily just by saying it. There are a lot of formalities they have to go through. There are a lot of difficult things to go through. So yeah, he's sort of frustrated by that, but he still wants to do things, which actually makes me think that he wants to fix the city. But I have a bad feeling that this is gonna end badly. Somehow he's gonna try his best to do the right thing, but somehow things go wrong and he ends up returning to his old ways and he becomes kingpin again. And it's gonna be chaotic. I have a suspicion that that's gonna happen, but we have to wait and see about that. So yeah, that's what happens with him. And what else? Oh yeah. So after everything that happens with at the coroner's office, Matt Murdock decides to go and try to find the bullet casing that was used to shoot White Tiger. And he finds the casing, and he recognizes the pattern on the casing. And so he goes into an old building somewhere in the city, and there he sees the Punisher from the Punisher series, and I think he was in the Daredevil series, not sure, but yeah, we see Punisher there. And so Punisher is basically in the MCU now, which is nice. Apparently he's just staying there in an old building. I don't think he's doing much. I don't know the backstory about Punisher or anything, but anyway, he's there, and Matt Murdock says that the casing had the Punisher's logo on it, which probably makes sense because at the end of the last episode we saw the guy that shot White Tiger had a shirt with the logo of Punisher. I guess that now we can confirm that that's Punisher. So he talks to him about that, and he says it's probably some fans of his. And Matt Murdock says I think it's probably cops that are fans of his. I mean, there are apparently a lot of police that are fans of his, so it might be one of them. And then they talk about what Matt Murdock's doing and what Punisher is doing. And Punisher kind of makes Matt Murdock confront his past about what happened to his friend that died in the beginning of the first episode, and how it's difficult for him to get through that. And so we have a bit of a confrontation between them, and Matt Murdock just walks out after that. And we get the feeling that something's going to happen soon because of that. And then we go back to Wilson Fisk and his wife at the therapist, who's also the woman Matt Murdock's been seeing. And they're talking about the affair she had when he wasn't around, and how they're feeling and how it impacted them. So another therapy session. And then after that we see Matt Murdock just seeing his girl, the same girl, the therapist for a while, and then he goes to a place where he takes his old weapons and he goes on the roof, I think, and starts practicing with them again, which makes us think that he's gonna become Daredevil again. Which I think it's about time, because we're in the 4th episode and I think we need Daredevil. This just being a lower show won't be enough. I mean, this is an MCU show. We need Daredevil. So yeah, he's training, and it looks like he's getting ready to become Daredevil again and do things his way. And we see Wilson Fisk having dinner in a dark room, and there's a guy that's locked in a cell right next to him. And I think it's the guy that his wife was having an affair with. I think he trapped him inside. And he's probably gonna do something to him. Because why else would he trap him inside? So anyway, that's a confrontation. So anyway, something's bound to happen there. And that's kind of how the episode ends. So I guess in the next episode we can probably see Matt Murdock becoming Daredevil again. And Wilson Fisk seeing that and probably doing something pretty drastic after that. Because in the beginning we saw that Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk talking and deciding that they wouldn't get into each other's way. But if Matt Murdock becomes Daredevil again, then that agreement's gone. So yeah, let's wait and see what happens in the next episode.